How y'all doing today? Y'all ready for Christmas? Thank you.
This is not a loaded question necessarily, but like when you have a player that's asked to play a role, maybe he's coming off injury like Devin, and you have a guy in front of him now that's playing well, and you want to get him back in, but you want to rotate him. Like, how difficult is that to make a player buy into that sort of situation where coming back, but we don't want you out there full time, and we like what the guy in front of you is doing right now?
Well, from our situation, we have two guys that we think a lot of, and they both playing well. And the way it's playing out right now, they both will play a big role for us.
You just put them in their best situation for what they do.
Well, the way it's kind of been working. KJ has been in base, Devin is the nickel, and right now that's kind of been working for us.
There's some positions that you guys generally, the guys that are out there full time. So corner kind of has a similar quandary coming over. You got three you really like,
Right?
And you don't normally rotate, so it's hard to find ways to take advantage of the depth you have there, I guess.
Well, from our standpoint, and I know from my position, we rotate all the time. We have run stoppers, we have pass rushers, and we have a couple that do both. So for us, really, like, you look at certain positions that they play every snap, but like normal rotations are normal rotations. Plus, we want to keep everybody fresh.
You guys just had a run there where you had, a lot of just two every down linebackers.
And which
for
sometimes.
years. Yeah.
Right, but that sometimes gets you in trouble. Somebody get banged up. Now a guy has zero experience, and we've been down that road too. We played with a safety at linebacker, so we've been there.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, Jacksonville, I mean, Trevor Lawrence, you don't know if you're going to get him or not, but he's a guy that's tough through a lot of things.
Right.
Did you kind of go through this week planning on seeing him Sunday?
Yeah, considering I think we were talking about he never really missed a start. This guy always answers the bell, and that's who we were preparing for because he really makes them go, and the problem he poses for us defensively.
Regardless if it's Trevor Lawrence or C.J. Beathard, Jaguars have a lot of weapons on offense.
No doubt.
That's Calvin Ridley, Evan Ingram. I think he has 88 catches on the season.
Right.
What can you say about their collection of offensive weapons and how the defense will go about trying to contain them?
Well, the problems they create for you is they're on all different levels. They got a tight end that's hard to cover that might be a wide out. They got an elite receiver, but then they got a back that can make things happen too. So then a quarterback that's he can get out and run if need be too, and he's a problem on the perimeter. So they just pose a lot of problems for you. You kind of pick and choose and hope the game plays out your way, but they are a dangerous team with all the weapons that they have.
Maybe it was just because these guys needed to mature, right? And I know Kacy got hurt early on, so his situation was a little different. But whether it's or you make a switch, at safety once in a while, or you do the different things you've done throughout the year. Could you have been faster at that, or do you think those guys needed to grow to those roles before you could trust them in certain situations?
I think they needed to grow. They're still all first-year players, and this is definitely a big boy league anyway across the board. And the transition from college to this is not here; it's there. The jump is there, and those guys, and they still, as they still growing, in which they all do, they're still making mistakes, but they're growing on the run now. And you sit there and we're 14 games in now. If you throw in the preseason, you're really not a rookie anymore. So really now you don't have the time to hit the rookie wall, get through the rookie wall, and adjust. And now even when we make presentations, a lot of the plays we're seeing, you don't see them before now. This is not your first time seeing this, so and that's helping us. It really is.
I think you guys knew this was going to be a younger defense this year, but to lean on so many rookies and to win with them, it has to be, I know it probably takes more from a coaching standpoint, but it has to be a nice place to be, I would think.
No doubt. To see these guys grow up, and we knew going in we were going to be young, but like we said, and I think I've said a couple times I thought they were very talented. Because young, they can play. They're just young, and you don't know, but we got to put them out there. And so far, they're kind of answering the bell. And, it really, the more experience they get now, the more they playing in games with under more pressure, it's only going to help them going forward.
Anything else?
Hey, you guys have a great Christmas.